You buy a computer, plug it in, and assume it works for you. But right now, your device is quietly working for someone else. There used to be a concept called the personal computer, a machine you owned outright, running software you purchased once. That era has ended as manufacturers pivot toward treating user activity as an asset to be harvested. And at the cultural level, the relatable tech influencers we watch to make sense of this hardware are laying off their own employees to fund multi-million-dollar luxury purchases. Whether it's a software monopoly or a YouTube media elite, they are running the exact same economic strategy, extracting your value through the rent-seeker's playbook. When Satya Nadella took over Microsoft, his background wasn't in personal computing, it was in cloud infrastructure. Instead of selling you an operating system on a disk, the strategy shifted to bringing users into a perpetual cycle of cloud subscriptions. To force this transition, Microsoft introduced a hardware requirement called TPM 2.0 for Windows 11. This single security chip mandate rendered roughly 400 million functional computers obsolete, sending them towards landfills to prioritize new hardware sales. Once you buy that new machine, you'll find it aggressively difficult to set it up without an internet connection. Microsoft actively removes the ability to create a simple, offline local account. They hold the hardware you just bought until you connect it to their ecosystem. The goal is to tether your physical machine permanently to their centralized server network. An offline user is an economic dead end. A locked-in, always connected user provides the continuous stream of telemetry and data needed to fuel the next phase of the playbook. That data fuel is exactly why Microsoft is forcefully injecting AI agents like Copilot directly into the core background processes of Windows. This illustrates Windows Recall. The system screenshots your desktop every 5 seconds, capturing private messages, banking details, and passwords, dropping them into a plain text database. Left unencrypted, this gives outside actors an unhindered look at your digital past, present, and future. Even basic tasks are compromised. The Microsoft Edge browser routinely overrides your default settings to funnel your web search habits back to their servers. Meanwhile, OneDrive sits in the background, continuously syncing your private local files to the cloud, often without your explicit permission. Through passive surveillance, the machine sitting on your desk has been converted from a tool for your productivity into a data extraction engine built to train corporate AI models. So, what exactly does all this corporate data extraction and relentless monetization fund at the top? We see the exact same pattern playing out with the tech media figures who built their empires reviewing this hardware. Consider Linus Sebastian of Linus Tech Tips. After years of running a profitable channel, he recently purchased a $5 million Falcon 900B private jet, an aircraft previously owned by the UAE government, complete with 24-karat gold-plated sinks and ashtrays. This graph compares the emissions of that private jet to a standard commercial flight. Despite previously criticizing figures like Elon Musk for their carbon footprints, his new trijet burns enough fuel to generate up to 37 times the CO2 per passenger. He bought this luxury shortly after several core employees who helped build his channel for years quit the company citing stagnant pay and a feeling of being undervalued. There is a bitter irony in watching a multi-millionaire show off a private jet while the small team of employees building his business struggle to afford basic housing in Vancouver, one of the most expensive cities in the world. It is a clear view into the tech bro to hyper-capitalist pipeline. The relatable influencers who built their brands speaking up for the consumer have become just as extractive as the giant corporations they cover. We used to buy a tool and own it. Today, we pay for the privilege of generating data and revenue for someone else. This is a system of tech feudalism. At the hardware level, the personal computer on your desk is being replaced by a dumb terminal feeding Microsoft's cloud. At the cultural level, your loyal viewership and engagement are treated as free fuel to finance a millionaire's private jet. But you can reclaim your digital sovereignty. You can seek out free, open-source software alternatives that don't track your every keystroke, and you can stop watching creators who view you as nothing more than a metric. Breaking the cycle of extraction starts with opting out of these ecosystems and realizing you can simply stop providing the telemetry they depend on.